Blaine Taylor here with Matt Brady. Win a championship in 2013, go to the N2As. You've had 321 win seasons while you've been at JMU. But let's take a little step away from that stuff and talk about you and what makes you tick. Now, those three sons, that with the moniker the shot doctor, okay, and with the twins, which one of them is going to be able to beat you in horse first?
Oh, he already can. Cole, I have two twins, Cole and Griffin, but Cole can already beat me.
He can already beat you?
He can really play. He is the proverbial gym rat.
Well, we're going to need to get your email, phone number so the recruiters can get started early on this. But you're an interesting guy in that, you have those years as an assistant, so you've been exposed to people and things and success, some of the programs you've been around, good stuff. But in your life, sometimes it's parent, sometimes it's educator, sometimes it's coach. Who's made Matt Brady the man he is today?
I've been very fortunate to have been around great college coaches. But outside of my own family, the two most influential people in my life have been my grade school coach, Tim Lenahan, who coached at St. Rose Grammar School, who had a John Wooden-esque record, over 500 wins and just over 100 losses. And he passed away shortly after I became a Division I head coach. He was my best friend, but truthfully, he was one of those people that he was everybody's best friend. But anytime you needed anything, anytime you needed to bounce something off of somebody, Tim was 7 years older than me, and he impacted so many people's lives in South Jersey that it's really remarkable. And then the other person that had a lot of impact on me was my high school coach, Art DePatri, who was a high school coach at Woodrow Wilson in Camden. Years later, Art DePatri was my head coach at Paul VI. And just the idea that you have to do things the right way all the time and be a good teammate and be a good leader, the things that he did. So I've been around great coaches, but my grade school coach, my high school coach were unbelievable. Art DePatri's in the New Jersey State Hall of Fame, and Tim Lenahan deserves to be.
I had a guy say one time, you have all those that guys that you looked up to, and then one day you wake up and you're that guy, and all of a sudden you have to be that for other people.
Well, you hope, right? As coaches, we ultimately, I think, unfortunately, in this day and age, you're only judged so many times by your wins and losses. In such a competitive field, coaching playing, as you know, is so remarkably competitive. 10 great coaches in this league, 3 new ones, and we're all going to be based on how your team is progressing and improving, and are you winning. But ultimately, I think when it's all said and done, you hope that you've impacted players' lives. One of the great things that I take a lot of pride in is I hear from players that I coached when I was at Wagner College in 1989 and 90. And I still do. I mean, that's a great thing to have some connection to people that when they were 18, 19, 20 thought enough of you that 20 years later they can call you.
You talk about these relationships and family. Thanksgiving, Christmas, the things that everybody honors with a family. Tell me about Thanksgiving and Christmas, how a basketball coach approaches it.
Well, this Thanksgiving is going to be different. We're going to be on a bus driving to Ohio State with my whole team, so it's not going to be a typical cut the turkey kind of day, but we are going to get to the hotel. We're going to have dinner as a team and a family. My family will travel with me. I have my 3 boys, my wife. But typically for me, if it's just my family on Christmas and Thanksgiving, fine. We've had players over on Thanksgiving when they didn't have a place to go. But really, it's my 3 boys and my wife. But to me, that's really it. I'm not a very interesting guy, Blaine. I'm either with my family doing something with my kids, or I'm with my other family, my team.
I'm a little contrary on that. I think you're really interesting, and I think the relationships that you formed was what makes you tick. So thanks for letting us take a look into what makes Matt Brady tick. So best of luck to you, my friend.
Thanks, Blaine.